cat. For in French, you will say just say je vois un chat. And the word un is the indefinite article, is the traduction of a in English. It's means just un chat. So the indefinite article in French has some characteristic. It's only used for countable nouns. For example, you cannot use an article for water that you cannot count water. It's a liquid that you cannot count. Same as milk, you cannot also count milk or water. So you cannot use an article, indefinite article in front of these words. And also it's place it directly in front of the noun of the adjective. And this is basically the difference with English. Like in French, every word add a gender. Every word adds a gender. And before using the article, you need to know what is the gender of the word. Is it masculine or feminine? And it's different. The article is different if it's masculine and also different if it's feminine. And also it's different if it is singular or plural. You also have to know what is the number and the gender before using to use like the right article in front of the word. So that is it. In English, you have a, n, or one to define like singular article and definite article. In French, you can use un when it's masculine and une when it's feminine. And if it's plural, for example, if it's indefinite, in English, it's not mandatory to use an article when it's plural. You can also use some. And in French, you have to use they. They, it means like it's plural. What is simple here is that you only have one plural. But if it's singular, you have to know if it's masculine or feminine. If it's masculine, you use un. And if it's feminine, you use une. For example, if you want to say a boy is a masculine word because the boy is masculine. So you can just say un garçon. Garçon means just boy. And if you want to say a girl is a feminine word, so you have to say une fille because it's feminine. The un will become une, even if in English it's just a. In French, you have to do the differentiation if it's masculine or feminine. And for the plural, you can say some oranges. In French, it became des oranges. In English, some lemons, and in French, des citrons. For example, here, oranges is a feminine word in French, and citron is a masculine word. But if you sit in plural, there is no differentiation when you want to use the article. So it will all be des oranges, des citrons. There is really not like a tip to know exactly if a word is feminine or masculine. It's like with practice, with reading, you will get to know that every word, the gender of the word. Like there is no rule exactly, like a precise rule, but there are some types that I will give you at the end of the course to help you identify masculine words and feminine words to see which article you can use, if you have to use a or une. From we will just see some example. If you like, did you understand what I told you like from now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes, we do, but I think you can maybe slow down a bit. I think you are very fast, like very fast. Maybe just a bit.
Okay. Let me just repeat. So in English, when you want to say use an article between in front of a word, you can, for example, you want to say a boy, right? If you want to traduce it in French, it will become un garçon. But in French, every word has a gender. You have to know if the word is masculine or feminine. If it's masculine, you have to use un, and if it's feminine, you use une. But there is really not a tip like to know exactly if the word is masculine or feminine. It's with practice, you get to know the word, and you will just get familiar with the gender of the word. But if the word is like plural, you just use they. It's the same for French or for masculine or say feminine, you just use they. So, for example, if you want to say talk about Rachid, you will say it's a boy. In French, you will say c'est un garçon. But if you want to speak about Stephanie, you will say it's a girl. It's the same thing in English, a, but in French it's different. You will say c'est une fille because it's feminine. You will add an e in front after the e. It's just the differentiation to differentiate masculine word and feminine word. And but if there is like some plural, for example, you will say there are boys, you will not do the differentiation in French. You will just say ce sont des garçons. There, it's the same thing if there is ce sont des garçons ou ce sont des filles, it's the same word you will use. The differentiation is just for the singular. You have to know the gender. If it's masculine, you use un. If it's feminine, you use une. It's just the e that you add at the end of the To get you more familiar with it, we'll just do some small examples for you to know. Can you see these images with the word? You see fusée, avion, clone, chapiteau, souris, chien, araignée, poisson, sorcière, and libellule. Can you see the word?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I want you to try to, if you can put in an article in front of this word. For example, what do you think? Do you say un fusée or une fusée? Do you think that fusée, is it masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
No, you are.
Oh.
That's one tip I wanted to give you. In French, most of the word that like the last, if the last letter is E, it's most of the time a feminine word. For example, if you see here fusée, araignée, sorcière, libellule, there are feminine words because there is E at the end of the word. Most of the words that has E at the end are feminine words. Did you get what I mean?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so let's try again. What do you think? Do we say un fusée or une fusée?
Une fusée. Une fusée.
Okay. Rafiat, what do you think?
Okay, yes, I think it's une fusée.
Okay, Stéphanie.
En fusée.
Repeat again. Une. Fusée.
Fusée, yes. Une.
Okay. Okay. Let's move down. Avion.
En avion.
Okay. Rafiat.
En avion.
En avion.
Okay. Down. Clone.
En clone. Clone, rather. En clone.
Exactly. Un clone.
En clone.
En clone.
Okay.
So this one
We go back.
en chapiteau.
Un chapiteau.
Un chapiteau.
Do you know what it is, the chapiteau? You were there for the dîner gala or the ISC where we had the diner. This is called a chapiteau.
Like a tent.
So, Stephanie?
Un chapitre. Chapitre.
Chapiteau.
Chapitre.
Exactly. Okay. Good. Okay.
Okay. Un chapiteau
Mhm.
would be un souris.
Okay.
Un souris. Souris. Souris.
Souris.
Souris.
Souris.
Souris.
Mhm.
Un souris.
Mhm. It's time for you to get to have some vocabulary. For example, you can know that now that a mouse, it's now a souris in French. Souris in French means mouse. Yes, Rafiat.
Un souris. Un
Okay.
souris.
Un souris.
Un souris.
Okay. Here there is a small mistake because in French, souris is a feminine word. We don't say un souris, but we say une souris.
Un souris.
Yes, une souris.
Un souris.
Rashid, go back again. Une souris.
Okay. Un souris. But I have a question. Souris ends with S,
Yes,
and we are using feminine for it.
yes. It's as I said, there is not really a rule to know if a word is like feminine or masculine. It's with practice. When you get to know the word, when you speak, you will know every word is gender. But there is, like, as I said, most of the words that's end by E are feminine. But that doesn't mean that it's feminine words are only words that end with E. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Most of the words that end by E are feminine, but a feminine word are not only words that end by E.
Okay, clear.
So souris, it's a feminine word. We say une souris.
Une souris.
Okay, Stephanie?
Une souris.
Good. Let's move to the dog. Dog in French is called the chien.
Un chien.
Repeat after me. She.
She.
Un.
Un.
Chien.
Chien.
Exactly. Un chien.
Un chien.
Okay, good.
Une chienne.
No. Chien
Un.
is masculine.
Oh. Un chien.
Good.
Un chien.
Mm-hmm.
Un chien.
Okay. Let's move to the spider. Here the rule applies because there is an E at the end. So you can know that araignée is a feminine word. So when it is a feminine word, what is the article that we should use?
Un.
Un.
Okay. Okay.
So une araignée.
Good. Perfect. Yes. Rafia?
Un araignée.
Good.
Un araignée.
Une araignée.
Good. We move to the fish. Fish in French is called the poisson. Do you think that poisson is a feminine or a masculine word?
Masculine.
Okay. You get it right. Go ahead.
Yes. Un person. Sorry, un person.
What?
Poisson.
Exactly.
Un
Okay.
poisson.
Mhm. Mafiat?
She's coming. Un poisson.
Mhm.
Sorry, Rafiat is coming. She just stepped to get something.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So, sorcière, there is an E at the end. Do you think it's feminine or masculine?
Feminine.
Feminine.
Okay. So what is the right article to use here?
Un sorcier.
Okay.
Une sorcière.
Mhm.
Okay.
Libellule.
Un sorcier.
Okay.
Sorcier.
Good.
Un libellule.
Mhm. You are learning. Good. You're making some. I didn't expect you to learn so fast. Okay. Afiat or Stephanie?
Un libellule.
Libellule.
Sorry. Un libellule.
Mhm.
Une libellule.
Good. Can someone try to repeat everything, all the word we did? To see if you understood.
Yeah.
Who wants to try?
Let me try.
Okay.
Un fusée.
Mm-hmm.
Un avion.
Mm-hmm.
Un clown.
Mm-hmm.
Un chapiteau.
Mm-hmm.
Un souris.
Mm-hmm.
Un chien.
Mm-hmm.
Un araignée.
Okay.
Un poisson. Un sorcière.
Good.
Un libellule.
Okay, good. So we have here 10 words and you get 9 out of 10.
Applaudissez.
Good. You get it wrong at chapiteau. It's un chapiteau. It's masculine chapiteau.
Okay.
Okay, who else wants to try?
Okay, let me try.
Okay.
Un fusée.
Mm-hmm.
Un avion,
Mm-hmm.
on clown,
Mm-hmm. Clown. Clown.
on chapiti,
To. Chapito.
on chapiti,
Good.
un suri,
Mm-hmm.
on chien,
Mm-hmm.
un areni,
Mm-hmm.
on poison,
Poisson.
poisson,
Mm-hmm.
un suri,
Sorcière.
sorcier, un sorcier,
Good.
un libellule.
Okay. Let's clap for Rafia. She got it all right.
Thank you.
Stephanie.
Une fusée,
Mm-hmm.
un avion,
Mm-hmm.
un clown,
Yes.
un chapiteau, une souris,
Mm-hmm.
un chien,
Good.
une araignée,
Mm-hmm.
un poisson,
Good.
une sorcière,
Mm-hmm.
une libellule.
Good. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Good. I'm happy. So from now, do you have any question? Did you get it? Do you understand? Let me try to summarize what I said till now. So in French, we have for indefinite article, we have two different types depending on the gender of the word. If it's a masculine word, we use un. If it's a feminine word, we use une. And if it's plural, we use just des. Because in plural, there is no differentiation between the masculine and the feminine word. So, is it clear till now?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I try here to build some sentence with the articles, like small sentences. If you want to say there is a problem, how can you translate it in French? Can you try to read?
Il y a un problème.
Okay. The second one, I want a mango. Rafiat?
Sorry, she's answering a call. I'll be back.
Okay. Can you try?
J'ai vu un mangue.
Good. Okay. It is an extraordinary country.
C'est un pays.
Extra. Good. Okay. I have a good idea.
J'ai une bonne idée.
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 Yes. J'ai une bonne idée.
Sorry, I kept having a call from home. So
No, it's fine.
okay. Please, can you go over it again? I'm sorry.
No, I just say that I put here some examples of sentences, small sentences that we can try to apply what we learn from now. So if you want to say simply there is a problem, you will say il y a un problème. Here I told you that most of the word that end by E, it's a feminine word. But for example, there are some exceptions. I can say problem, for example, is a masculine word. And you have mang for mango, it's a feminine word. So there is really not like a rule to know the gender of the word. What I can advise is like you try by if there is a problem, like if there is not right, the person will correct you if you are not sure of the gender. Do not just be afraid of talking. The secret to learn first is just to talk, because there are some rules that you will learn only by talking. Talk between you, with your friends, your roommates, your classmates. Just try, and with practice, it will just become more easier and it will come.
Okay.
Okay, I want a dog that is cute.
J'ai vu un chien
Mhm. Qui est
qui est. J'ai vu
mignon.
un chien qui est
Mignon.
mignon. Okay, is it the
Mignon
continuation?
is
I thought it stopped at qui.
yes, cute means in French mignon.
Mignon, okay.
Okay, cute.
J'ai vu un chien qui est mignon.
Good. If you want to say, I'm looking for some books, or I'm looking for books, if you want to say it in French.
Je cherche de livres. Des livres.
Livre.
Oh, livre.
Je
Ok.
cherche
Je cherche de livres.
des.
Oh, sorry. Je cherche des livres.
Okay, it's the first time we use the, so I want everyone to repeat it.
Okay.
J'ai
cherché des livres.
Good.
okay. J'ai cherché des
Cherche.
livres. Cherché des livres.
Okay.
J'ai
The last one.
des livres.
Here's some pictures of my son.
Voici des photos de mon fils.
Oh, good. Rashid, I did not hear you.
Ah, ok. Voici des photos de filles.
De mon fils.
Ah, sorry, de mon fils.
Fils.
Voici
des photos de mon fils.
De mon fils. The word here, fils, we do not read the al, we just read the as. It will be fils.
Voici des photos de mon fils.
Good. So let's try to move on. There are some particular rule when we want to use the indefinite article in French. For example, if you want to talk about someone's profession or religion, do not use an article. For example, if you want to say that your sister is a lawyer, my sister is a lawyer. In French, there is no article in front of lawyer. You will just say, ma soeur est avocate. If you want to speak about someone's religion too, for example, Muhammad is a Muslim, but in French, you just say Muhammad is Musulman. There is no article in front of the word. And if you want to talk about the plural, normally we use they if it's plural. And in English, we have they are cousins. But in French, you just say ils sont cousins. Okay, did you get it?
Please, can you come over it again?
Okay, so I said, if you want to talk about someone profession, someone religion, or like a family relationship or something, any related topic, you do not use article in French. So if you want, for example, to talk about your brother, you want to say that my brother is a student. If you want to translate it in French, the A, you do not translate it in French. You just say, mon frère est étudiant. There is no article when you want to talk about the profession. Or if you want to say like Stéphanie is Christian, you do not use in French, for example, Stéphanie est une chrétienne. You don't say that, you just say Stéphanie est chrétienne without any article. If you want to talk about your relationship with, for example, Rashid, if you are cousins or if it's your uncle, you would just say Rashid and me are cousins. But in French, since it's plural, normally we use they when you talk about plural, they. But if in French, if there is like your relationship with someone, there is no article, you would just say Rachid et moi sommes cousins. We have des cousins. We just say cousin. Is it more clear?
It's clear.
Okay, if you understood, I want you to explain to me this rule.
Explain.
To me, if you really understood, explain to me this rule.
Oh, okay. For English, when we want to talk about someone and we want to say he, maybe you say he is a doctor in English, but in French, we don't use the un or on, we just go straight is. So if you want to say he or she, why would you say the girl? No, you don't use on. Like if you're saying the girl, you don't put the un at
Yes.
the end. You just say then the professor. If it's student, what student in French? What student?
Student means étudiant.
Étudiant.
Yes.
Yes. So you just say étudiant.
Exactly, that's it.
Étudiant instead of un étudiant. So
Good, good, good. That's it. Rashid, did you get it?
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Rafiat, is Rafiat here?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I do. I get it.
Okay. Can you explain it to me?
Okay, so what it means that in English, if you want to talk about a person's profession, you might need to add maybe a, or let's say this person, my friend is an engineer. So, but in French, you don't have to put the on or like we learned earlier. So
Yes.
you just go straight like my friend is engineer instead of
Exactly.
adding he's an engineer.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Thank you.
Okay. And this is the last rule we will learn here. Sometimes when you want to use a in French, normally it's traduced by un if it's a singular word, or une if it's a masculine un, if it's a feminine you use une. But sometimes you just use the, or the contracted form, that is D, just D plus an apostrophe if the word is like the following letter is a vowel. And to do that, really there is not any way to know if you don't practice it. With practice and etc. There is no rule. Like previously, I told you if you want to talk about profession or religion, you do not use the article. But if you want to use the or the, there is no specific way to know before. It's just with practice. And also, there is one way to know also if you want to talk about your needs. If you need something, you do not, for example, if you want to say, I need a pen, you cannot say, j'ai besoin un bic. For example, A, it's just un, but you need to add the D. You will say, j'ai besoin d'un bic. It's kind of, how do I say it? It's like it's right here that French becomes more complex than English, because there is really not a way to know beforehand, like when you do not practice, the way to know beforehand that this is what you should rightly pronounce the word. If you want to do I need a help, or I need help, normally in French, there is really the E that you can traduce in un, but this E become de. Do you understand a little what I'm trying to say? No.
Very little.
Okay.
Please, can you explain it again? This part is sort of harder to understand.
Yes. It is more difficult even for me to find a way to make it logical for you to understand. Let's say I will try to put some rules. If you want to talk about a need that you have, or if you want to give some orders to someone, for example, Rafiat is going to the market and you want to tell her, you give her a list of what you want for to buy for you. But you want to tell her, do not buy tomatoes. I do not want tomatoes. You are expressing to her something that you want, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you told her, I don't want tomatoes. Tomatoes is plural, right?
Yes.
So if you want to translate it in French, from what we learned earlier, you have to say, je ne veux pas des tomates. You have to use des. It is plural,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
But with this rule, if you want to express what you want, you do not use des. You use de. You need to say, sorry, je ne veux pas de tomates instead of des tomates.
Okay.
if you, for example, if you, I don't know, your father or your mother want to adopt a dog, you will tell them, I don't want a dog. That's what you want. You are expressing your want. But if you want to translate it in French, it's not right to say, je ne veux pas un chien. You should say, sorry, je ne veux pas deux chiens. So the deux is replacing the article here. If you want to express a need or your want, is it more little clear?
Yeah, a little bit better.
Okay.
Sorry, I rose. My hand is raised.
Okay, sorry. Let's go ahead. Yes, you can ask your question. You can go ahead.
My apologies. I wanted to mention that the de itself, that's the de, where is it used particularly in a sentence? Is it that it is used for, does it represent d? I just want to explain what it does in a sentence, and that's all.
It's just to replace the article. It's just to replace the article. Where you are supposed to put the article, in this case, this particular situation, you do not use the article, you replace them by D. For example, if you want a dog, je veux un chien. Normally, in French, you will translate it, je veux un chien. Or you do not want a dog. Je ne veux pas de chien. Normally, in French, you will, if you want to translate without this rule, you will just say, je ne veux pas un chien. But it's not correct to say it in French. The de comes and replace the un. It will become, je ne veux pas de chien. It just replaces the article.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, so I think this rule is more complicated to even for me to explain it more clearly that and forth. So we'll just keep it. If you speak to someone and you say un chien or deux chiens, they will really understand what you mean. So let's try to move forward and do some practice. I want you, as before, to complete the blanks with the correct indefinite article. Here, should we say un dinosaure, une dinosaure, or des dinosaures? What do you think?
Un dinosaure.
Okay, the others.
The dinosaur.
Okay.
Une guitar.
No, I want you to continue. Everyone repeats the dinosaur. Everyone have to say if they think it's un, une, or des. Is Rafiat here?
No, she stepped out. She's getting cold.
Okay. Okay, someone else, can you please repeat? Tell me, do you think it's un, une, or des? Okay.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. The un and they, the un is used for feminine and masculine, and that should refer to something that has that attribute. So like animals and people. is there, then the do should be for an object, correct?
No, were you there at the beginning?
My apologies, I was not there at the beginning. I will just revert
Okay.
to recordings.
Okay.
Let me not draw you
So
back. Please
I
proceed.
just have to repeat. Okay. So the un et une are used to replace, to translate in French, while a, n, or one. And the un is used for masculine words, and une is used for feminine words, and de is used for plural. So there is only one plural, either it's masculine or a feminine word. If it's plural, we just use de. But if it is a masculine word and it's singular, you use un. If it is a feminine word and it's singular, you use une. It doesn't depend if it is an animal, a people, or a person. It just depends on the order, the gender, for the gender of the word. For example, if you want to say a boy is a masculine word. So you say un garçon. If you want to say a girl is a feminine word. You say une fille. If you want to say orange is a feminine word in French. So you have to say une orange. But for in contrary, lemon, for example, is a masculine word. You have to say un citron. So I was telling the others that there is really no tips, no rule to say, like to know beforehand that if the word is a feminine or a masculine word. You have to know it by practice and like talking, reading, you will get familiar with the word gender. But there are some little tool tips that you can use. For example, if the word is, the last letter of the word is E. For example, we have here fusée, araignée, sorcière, libellule. These words are feminine because there is an E at the end of the word. This is like a little tip that you can use, for example, to identify some feminine word. But it's not all the feminine words that is finished by E. There are some feminine words. For example, souris. Souris here, mouse, is a feminine word in French, but it doesn't finish by an E.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So, can we retry here? Do you think dinosaur, is it a feminine or a masculine word?
I would say feminine word.
Okay. The others, what do you think?
Masculine.
Someone else?
It's a masculine, but it's more than one.
Exactly. I want you to pay attention to that, because most of the words that end by S at the end are plural. Here it's not just one dinosaur, there are two. So it becomes plural. Since it's plural, what do you think is the right article to use here?
So sorry to interrupt you. So it doesn't actually matter if they are beautiful or not.
No.
They look beautiful, so I was thinking feminine.
No.
All right. I understand. Thank you.
So here it's just the dinosaur. Normal. It is plural. It's like simpler when it's plural, because you do not have to know if it's like feminine or masculine. You just use the either way. So
Okay.
I want everyone to repeat the dinosaur.
The dinosaur.
The dinosaur.
The dinosaur.
Okay.
A dinosaur.
Oib.
Mhm. Okay, so let's move on to the next word, which is guitar. Do you think that guitar, is it a feminine or a masculine word?
Feminine.
Feminine.
Okay, okay. So what can you say here?
Un
In guitar.
Okay. So I want you to take like 3 to 5 minutes, everyone, and try to put the right article in front of each word. And after 5 minutes, we can correct to see if you get it right or wrong. Is it
Okay.
possible? Okay. 5 minutes. Okay, it's 5 minutes. Did you finish?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's continue. Piano. Is it un piano, une piano, or des pianos?
On piano.
Mhm. Okay. Did everyone get it right?
Yes.
No.
No. Why? Oh, no. It's not a problem because piano, it can be confusing. You do not really know if it's like masculine or feminine. But some people tell me that the best way to know is like to memorize each word with each gender, but it can be really difficult. You cannot memorize all the word. But let's stick to what we learned today. For example, I think for most of the examples I put here, when the word end with an E, it's feminine. Most of the time it's feminine. And if not, it's masculine. So piano here, it ends with an O. So it's masculine. It's a masculine word. The right article would then be a piano, un piano.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Musique.
Une musique.
Good. This one, did everyone get it right?
Yes. Oui.
Okay. Detective. Here, I hope you paid attention that there is an S at the end. And in French, most of the words, when there is a S at the end, are plural words.
De.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Detective.
Good. Science. La science.
Une.
So is it feminine or masculine?
Feminine.
Feminine.
Okay, good.
Une science.
Une science.
Science. Okay. Une science.
Science. Good. Okay. Pyramide.
Pyramid.
Mhm.
De.
Yes.
Pyramid.
Mhm. You said une or des?
De.
De.
Okay. That is right. Pyramid is indeed a feminine word. So if we were to talk about like a singular pyramid, we'll just say une pyramide. But since there is an S at the end, this means that it's plural. So the right article would be the pyramid.
Yeah.
Okay. Chocolate.
On.
Chocolat.
Right for everyone?
Yes.
Pirate.
Did you say un or une?
Un.
Okay, but I want to ask the pronunciation, is it chocolat or chocolate?
Chocolat. We don't read the T at the end.
Chocolat, okay.
Chocolat.
So does that mean words that ends with T, the T is silent? And words that end with S, the S is also silent?
Yes.
Okay.
We just read pyramid. We don't read the S. Dinosaur. We don't read the S.
Proceed, thank you.
Most of the word, if they end with like a consonant, we don't read the consonant. Okay, pirate, do you think what is the right article for pirate?
De pirate.
Good. France.
Une France.
Okay. Right for everyone?
No.
Okay. What is
Ew.
like? Did you understand?
Yeah, now, but yeah.
Is it because you did not know that if the gender, if it was feminine or masculine? Was it this the problem?
Yeah, sometimes they use for a country, like feminine for country, so that was why I choose in.
Yes, I actually thought about it as well. The fact that sometimes they refer to countries as being feminine.
Yes.
I don't know if that's English.
Yes, even here, French is feminine. She said une France, right?
Yes,
Yeah, mine is
France.
in France.
Yes, it's feminine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Judo.
On judo.
Mhm. On like un or une. Un.
On.
Un judo.
Un judo.
No, un.
Un.
It's masculine here. Un
Yeah.
judo.
Un judo.
Good. Did everyone get it right?
Is it the same as for one? The
Yes,
pronunciation.
it's the same. Yes.
Okay.
And the last one, the battery. Batterie. Do we say un batterie or une batterie or des batteries?
Une batterie.
Good. Une batterie. Okay. So can someone choose one of the words we have here and try to build a sentence using the article we learned? Anyone?
Can I try?
Yes, go ahead, please.
So I want to use the words that I've picked in French lately, and I love chocolate. So Jamine manger chocolate. Does that make sense?
Yes, it's right, but you did not use the indefinite article. In English, you just say, I like chocolate. You did not put an article. That's why when you translate it in the French, you didn't see the article. Either way, the phrase is correct.
But then the article there should be the une.
No, it should be un because chocolate is masculine.
Okay, yes. Okay. So it should be Germaine manger un chocolat.
Good, perfect. Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, you come.
J'ai mis j'ai mis un judo. Un judo.
You want to say, I like judo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Je suis
Mm-hmm.
détective.
Je suis une détective.
I thought when talking about profession, we are not to add the article.
No, when you are talking about someone else's profession, if you want to talk about your sister profession, your brother, your friend.
Okay. Okay, je suis un détective.
So you can now say, we can say, il est détective.
Mm-hmm. Yes, il est détective without an article.
Okay.
Oh,
Stephanie
I'm happy
est
to say that
détective.
you remember the rules, Piso. Good, I'm happy. Someone else?
Rafia est pirate.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it true, Rafia?
No.
Okay.
So, excuse me. In the parts of the sentence used by Stephanie, il est détective.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get why she didn't put the article.
Yes, we saw this rule.
Another missing part.
Yes. I think that when you want to talk about someone profession, someone religion, or your relationship with someone, in French, it's not correct to use the article. For example, if you want to say your sister is a lawyer, in French, we just say ma soeur est avocate. More correct to do not use the article. If, for example, you want to say some about a Rashid or Muhammad religion, you would say Rashid is a Muslim in English. But in French, you just say Rashid est musulman without the article.
Thank you.
You want to say like Rashida or maybe Rafiat and Stephanie are cousins. In French, you will just say Rafia et Stéphanie sont cousines without the article.
Point taken. Thank you.
So a last sentence before we move on. Mm-hmm.
Je visitais en France.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I'm a visitor in France.
Là, here you visiter is the verb. If you want to say I am a visitor, you say je suis un visiteur.
Okay, je suis un visiteur.
Oui, je suis. It means je suis en France.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let me summarize what we learned from now. We have indefinite article in French, as in English we have a, and, one, or some in English. In French, the difference with English is like in English there is no gender for words, but in French some words are masculine, some other are feminine. So if you are talking about a masculine word, and if it's singular you use un. If you are talking about a feminine word and it's singular, you use une. And if you are talking about plural, either it's masculine or it's feminine, you just use the dinosaur, the pyramid, the detective, the pirate. But guitar is feminine, you say une guitare. And piano is masculine, you say un piano. And the other rule we add is like when you are talking about someone religion, someone profession, or your relationship, family relationship with someone, you do not use article. For example, if you want to say my cousin is lawyer, mon cousin est avocat. Or my friend is a Muslim, you just say mon ami est musulman. This is what we learned till now. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Can we go ahead?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So let's move on to the definite articles. In English, as in French, definite article is used to indicate a particular noun or a general sense. So if you want to say, I see the birds, you just say, je vois les oiseaux in French. The book is on the table. Le livre est sur la table. You are talking about a specific and a particular object. You have to use a definite article. So the definite article has the same characteristic as the indefinite. It's only used for countable noun, is placed directly in front of the noun, and has the same that the indefinite article. You have to take into account the gender and also the number of the word. So in English, we just have the, if you want to say the water or the table, the book, it's just the, either is plural or either in singular, it's just the. But in French, it's different. If it's the word is masculine, you use le. Can everyone repeat le?
Le.
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 Okay. And if the word is feminine, if you, for example, if you want to say the girl, in French, it will be la fille, la.
La.
La fille.
La fille.
Oh, la fille.
La fille.
La fille.
La fille.
La fille.
Good. And if it's plural, the D become les. If you want to say the girls in plural, it will be les filles.
Les filles.
Les.
Les filles.
Les.
Les filles.
Good. So as the previous indefinite article, the plural is the same. Either it's masculine or feminine, it's just les. But if it's singular and it's masculine, it's le. And if it's singular and it's feminine, it's la. And we use the contracted form, the L, just L with apostrophe, if the word is in front of a vowel or in a mute H. Do you know what is the translation of water in English, in French?
Of what?
Water.
Voila. No, no, no.
It's O.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, like, oh my God.
No. It's writing E-A-U.
We don't, please come again.
We don't get that.
I just asked you if you know the translation of water in French.
Oh, water. No.
No?
Okay. I just wanted to use it as an example while we see the examples here. A tree. Do you see the tree?
Yes.
Yes.
In French, the tree is called arbre. Can you repeat arbre?
Arbre.
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 Okay. The same rule applies as we saw earlier. Since the last letter here is an E, we can say that arbre is a feminine word. So if you understood what I taught here before, what do you think is the right definite article to use here?
La.
Arbre.
Okay, la arbre. This is right. But did you see the last sentence here? When the article, the la or the le, is followed by a word, and the first letter of this word is a vowel, you use just L with an apostrophe. So here, instead of saying la arbre, just say l'arbre. L'arbre. Is it more clear?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
let's
it's not.
repeat
It's
again.
not clear. Yeah.
It's not okay. I said normally in English you have just D. If you are talking about a singular or a plural, it's just D. But in French, it's difficult. It's different. It's not difficult. It's just different. Not difficult. Every word in French has a gender. You have to know if the word is feminine or masculine to know the right article you should use. So if you are in front of a masculine word, you use le. And if it is a feminine word, you use la. And if it's plural, you just use le. Either it's feminine or masculine, it's just le. But sometimes it happened that the article that you have, either le or la, is followed by a word, but the word that is like in front of the article, the first letter is a vowel. But if it is the vowel, you cannot say la arbre. It's not correct in French. You have to use the contracted form, and the contracted form is just the L with an apostrophe. So instead of saying la arbre, you just say l'arbre. It's like the same thing in English. If you have the indefinite article a, you want to say a apple. You know, it's not correct to say a apple. You have to add an N because there are two vowels following each other. It's not correct. So in English, we add an N and it's become an apple. So in French, instead of adding another letter, we take off the letter of the article. It's become just the L and an apostrophe, and it will be l'arbre or l'avion.
Point taken. Thank you.
Is it more clear?
Yes. So to recap, in front of a vowel,
Yes.
you don't use, if it's masculine or feminine, you combine the L with the apostrophe in the sentence and you pronounce the
Yes,
end of the word.
yes.
All right. Merci.
So let's try to know here what is the right definite article. L'arbre here, arbre, it's the feminine word, but it's not correct to say la arbre because if you say la arbre, you will have two A following each other. So you have to retire the A from the la, it will be just the L with an apostrophe and you have l'arbre. Clear? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. The second word is horloge. Do you think horloge is a feminine or a masculine word?
Feminine.
Okay. So normally, what do you think is the correct article here?
La or.
Hold on.
Okay. But here, Horloge, the H is mute. We do not read the H. We just read horloge. So as we saw earlier, if we have in front of a vowel or a mute H, we use the contracted form. That will be just the L. So here, instead of la horloge, it's just l'horloge. L'horloge.
Lodge.
Good. I want you to repeat.
Knowledge.
Lodge.
L'horloge.
Your
Okay.
Lord.
Good, good, good. The next one, a dress. In French is robe. Robe. Do you think that robe is a feminine or a masculine word?
La
Feminine.
robe.
Okay. Okay, so it's
La robe.
la robe. La robe.
La robe.
La robe.
Good, 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 good. Okay, the next one, avion.
L'avion.
L'avion.
L'avion. Oh, good, good, good. Mhm. The next one, l'automobile.
L'automobile.
Mhm. Everyone repeat l'automobile.
L'automobile.
Okay, okay.
L'automobile.
The next one, the bird. Oiseau.
L'oiseau.
L'oiseau.
Mhm. Everyone.
L'oiseau.
L'oiseau.
Oiseau. Mhm.
L'oiseau.
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 Okay. The next one, accordéon.
L'accordéon.
Good, good, good. L'accordéon.
L'accordion.
So the accordion is feminine here.
No, it's masculine and accordéon.
Shoot. I'm confused.
Yeah.
It's not a, as you can see, it doesn't end with an E, has avion, it's masculine.
Yeah, so I was expecting low accordion. We pronounced la.
No, it's not because we did not say la. It's because there is an L apostrophe and there is the A.
So because the A and the E are both vowels, you use the apostrophe for L. Is that
Yes.
it?
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. That's what it become l'accordion. It's not because it's not la accordion.
Okay.
It's l'accordion.
I get it now.
Tomato, une tomate, is it feminine or masculine?
Feminine.
Okay, what is the right article?
La tomate.
La tomate. Good. La tomate.
La tomate.
Here, let's suppose that it's some lemon, citron. Do you think citron is feminine or masculine?
Masculine.
Okay, what is the right article?
Le
Citron.
Okay, le citron.
Le citron.
Le citron.
Le citron.
Okay, le citron. So let's do a little summary before moving forward. In English, you have just one definite article, that is the, if you want to say the bottle, the book, the table, the chair, is just the. But in French, we have to take into account the gender of the word. If it's a masculine word, you use le. For example, a book is a masculine word in French. If you want to say a book in French, you will just say le livre. But if the word is feminine, you use la. If you want to say a dress, you will say la robe. But if, for example, the article is followed by a word and the first letter of this word is a vowel or a mute H, you just use an L with the apostrophe. It will become l'arbre or l'horloge or l'avion or l'oiseau. You do not put the E or the A. You just put the L. And if it's plural, it will become just les citrons, les oranges, les robes, les horloges. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. As we saw for the indefinite article, for example, if you want to speak about someone's profession or religion, you do not use an article. But also for the definite article, there are also some rules that apply. If you want to talk about some abstraction, if you want to talk about politics, if you want to talk about school subject or languages, you need to put a definite article in French. For example, if you want to say that French is a difficult language, if you want to translate it in French, you cannot just say French without any article. Because in English, if you want to say that, you do not put an article like before French, but in French, if you want to say it, you have to say le français est difficile. Always, if you are talking about a language, you put the article before the language. It's required. If you are also talking about countries or continents, the article is also required. If you want to talk about your country, for example, you will say Nigeria is a beautiful country in English. But in French, you have to say le Nigeria est un beau pays. It's required to put the article le Nigeria. It's just, you do not just say Nigeria est un beau country. You have to say le Nigeria est un beau pays. Clear the two rules? We will do some example to practice.
Okay.
Did you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just repeat.
And this applies to, because I've noticed it applies to things that are not human, isn't it? Like last examples, the lo and the la. Is it?
No.
Because can you say la for a human being? Can you say lo for a human being?
Yes, you can say la fille, the girl.
Okay. I get it.
There is no distinction between human beings or objects for the articles.
All right.
So I say that if you want to talk about school subject, language, politics, you need to add an article. You want to say, I do not like mathematics. If you want to translate it, you will just say, je n'aime pas les mathématiques. The article les is required. But in English, it's not. If you want to say Nigeria is a beautiful country, there is no article before Nigeria. But in French, you have to say le Nigeria est un beau pays. Good? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Also, the definite article is used to replace per. For example, if you ask someone, if you go to the market and you ask the price of tomato or onion, they will tell you that it's like 2 dirham per kilo. In French, it means 3 dirhams le kilo. The le replace per. Okay? If you want to talk also about something that is your own, something possessive, you have to also use the definite article. I don't see. Yes?
La stylo. Or le stylo.
Le stylo.
Oh, okay. Le stylo.
Le stylo. Also, if you are talking about a person using it. Yes, you can say mon stylo. Yes, mon stylo is a possessive pronoun. The mon. This will be the lesson of next week.
Okay.
Also, if you are talking about a person title, I saw someone here during the dinner gala. He was talking to Nabi, the president of IC. Normally, you say in English, Mr. President. It's possible. You cannot say Mr. the President. But in French, you have to say Monsieur le Président. If you are talking to someone using his title, you have to use the definite article. Monsieur le Président or Madame la Présidente.
Madame la Professor.
Yes, Madame la Professor, yes. If you are talking to someone about his title, you have to use the definite article.
Okay.
Also, if you
Sofia
are
la
talking...
President.
Yes. And lastly, if you are talking using a specific date or a specific date or time, the definite article is also required. If you want to say aujourd'hui, today is the 5th May, for example, or what is the date today? 13 January. If you want to translate it in French, you will just say aujourd'hui, c'est le 13 janvier. But in English, there is no article, but in French, you have to add it in French. Le 13 janvier, le 5 mai, le 14 février. If you are talking about a specific date, the article is required. Okay, let's see the example of the rules I just talked about. The first the three, it's like simple, just to know how to formulate a phrases. The road is blocked. A road in French is translated route. At the end, you have an E. So this like kind of a sign that is a feminine word. So the right article will be la. La route est bloquée.
La route est bloquée.
Ok, la route est bloquée.
La route est bloquée.
La route est bloquée.
Good. The sun rises in the east. Le soleil
s'élève.
Ah,
Le soleil s'élève
à l'est.
à l'est.
À l'est. Water is essential to life.
Can I give it a try? La eau est essentielle à la vie.
Okay. You said la eau, right?
Yeah, that's what I said, but it shouldn't be la eau.
Yes, because when you write la eau, you say that there is two vowels in front of each other. It's not right. You have to use the L. It becomes. Go ahead.
L. Can.
Low.
It's stuck in my tongue. It can't come out.
It's low. Try, just
Low.
try to speak. Low. Repeat again. Low.
L'eau est essentielle à la vie.
Perfect. Try the next one.
Okay.
Money can't buy happiness.
L'argent ne fait pas les bonheur.
Bonheur.
Oh, bonheur. Okay, bonheur.
Good. Ecology is an important.
I feel very proud of myself.
Yes, you should be. I'm really impressed how fast you learn. I was really expecting you to learn really fast and understand this easily. So you are doing a great job. You should be really proud of yourself, and I'm happy too. Ecology is an important subject. Who wants to try?
L'écologie est un sujet important.
Good. Here the rule apply. If you are talking about subjects, school subjects, for example, I don't like mathematics. In English, we do not. There is no article here, but in French, you have to put one. Who wants to try?
Je n'aime pas les mathématiques.
Okay. In French, if the last word, most of the time, it is a vowel. It's not. We do not put like an importance on that. We do not say je n'aime. We just say je n'aime. Je n'aime pas les mathématiques.
Okay. Je n'aime pas les mathématiques.
Perfect. Good. Here the rule apply again. If you are talking about a language, here Greek. I'm studying Greek. In French, we say good. Here the rule about hair. Tina cost 2 dirham per kilo.
L'épinard.
Les épinards.
Cutin.
Coûte.
Toderam.
Deux. Two in French is deux.
Toderam. Les kilo. Do I say kilo or kilo?
Yes, the kilo.
Le
kilo. Okay. Repeat again this one.
Les épinards. Que dirham le kilo.
Again.
Les épinards. Que dirham le kilo.
Okay. France is part of Europe.
La France. I think Rashid wants to talk.
Okay, yes, go ahead, Rashid.
La français.
Let me talk, Joe. Continue.
Continue.
La français fait partie de l'Europe.
La France.
Oh. La France fait partie de l'Europe.
Here you see the rule. If in English, when you are talking about a country or a continent, there is no article. But in France, like in French, the article is mandatory. You cannot just say France fait partie de l'Europe. It's not correct. You have to say la France fait partie de l'Europe. The rule is more clear now.
Yeah, a little bit clear.
A little bit. It will come more with practice.
I see.
The next one is May 5.
C'est le 6 mai.
C'est le 5 mai.
C'est le 5 mai.
Okay. Thank you, Madame Chairwoman.
Merci, Madame la Présidente.
Madame. Repeat, Madame.
Merci, Madame la Présidente.
Good. The last one. All right, girls, let's go.
Allez, les fils en Jiva.
Allez.
Allez, les fils en Jiva. Le fil.
Les filles.
Oh, le fil. En Jiva.
On y va.
Il va. On y va. Allez, les fils en Jiva.
On y va.
On y va. Ah, ok. Allez, les fils, on y va.
Ok. Here do you hear it means E? In English, in French, it's the same as E. On y va. It's E.
I have a question.
Yes.
I've noticed that the one that says France is part of Europe, La France fait partie de la Europe, is the same thing as money, where you have money can't buy happiness. So fiat money, part fiat. What's the difference? So you can see FAIT used for money. Then France is part of Europe. You can see FAIT part of Europe. So I don't know what's the difference between words there.
In English, you have the verb being part.
Okay.
Right? And being part, if you want to translate it in French, c'est faire partie. Being is translated as faire.
Okay.
And part as partie. That's why you have la France fait partie de l'Europe. Here, the money can't buy happiness. Normally, the right translation, if you are going to translate word by word, it would be in French. L'argent ne peut pas acheter le bonheur. Because a can, it means peut, and buy, acheter. But, it's not more, it's not correct really to translate it in French like l'argent ne peut pas acheter le bonheur.
Okay.
That's why I use l'argent ne fait pas le bonheur. If I want to translate l'argent ne fait pas le bonheur, word by word in English, it will be money can't make happiness.
Oh, okay, okay.
You see, like it's not correct.
Yes.
That's why you have this difference. Here?
Thank you. We can proceed, yes.
So we will try here to complete with the articles, use the right articles. You have arbre, we already saw that. Feuille, flocon, soleil, nuage, arc-en-ciel, fleur, pluie, éclair, libellule, fromage, œuf, glace, gâteau, cerise, banane, salade, poulet, abricot, and lait. I want you, we are almost at the end of the time. So I want you to try, even if it will take like 5 more minutes, to try to complete this, to see if you will get the right article.
Okay.
You try?
Yeah.
Take 5 minutes to think about it.
Okay.
Also pay attention to plural. Okay. How is it going? Did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, can we start to correct now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Let me try.
Okay.
Okay. Lab.
Good. Okay. Did everyone get it right?
Yes.
Okay. Next one.
La essentielle.
Did you use la or the L apostrophe?
Oh, okay. I used la.
This is you have to use the L.
Okay. Merci.
L'arc-en-ciel. L'arc-en-ciel.
L'arc-en-ciel.
Did everyone get it right? Did you use the L
Yes.
with the apostrophe?
Yes.
Good. Next
Okay.
one.
La fromage.
La fromage.
Yes, this is one of no, it's not, it's because it's my fault, because I told you that most of the word that end with the e at the end are feminine, but there are some word that is like the exception. And this word, for example, fromage is a masculine word. We don't say la fromage, but le fromage.
Le fromage.
Le fromage.
Le fromage.
Le fromage.
Okay. Le fromage.
Okay. Good.
Okay,
Next
so
one.
le banane.
Good. Perfect.
Le
Next one.
fuse. Le fuse.
Le fil. Le fil.
Les feuilles.
Les feuilles.
Les feuilles.
Les foils.
Can you say you?
You.
You. I want everyone to repeat. You.
You.
Okay. Feuille.
Feuille.
Les feuilles.
Le feuille.
Good. That's it.
So like double L is pronounced as je.
Yes, you. It's the same thing like girl, fille. Double L.
Les feuilles. Le fleur.
Normally it should be, but flower. As you say, it's beautiful, it's feminine.
Oh, la fleur.
La fleur.
Sorry, I think it'd be inappropriate for me to just leave. I have another meeting, so I would be leaving the class right now. Thank you for the exercises so far.
No problem.
La fleur. Okay. L'œuf.
But here it's plural.
Oh. Les fleurs. Sorry. Les œufs.
Les œufs.
Les œufs. Okay. Les œufs. Then la salade.
Mhm.
Then
Good.
les flocons.
Mhm.
Then la pluie.
Oui.
Pluie. Okay, la pluie.
Mhm.
Then le soleil.
Mhm. Le soleil.
Le soleil.
Mhm.
Les glaces. Glacées.
Mhm.
Le poulet.
Mhm.
Les éclats. No, l'éclat. Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Les éclats.
Oui, les éclairs.
Les éclairs.
Mhm.
Le gâteau.
Mhm.
L'abricote.
Plural, plural, plural.
Les abricotes.
Mhm. But we don't read the T, les abricots.
Oh, les abricots.
Mhm.
Les neiges.
Nuage,
Neige.
nuage.
Okay. Les nuages.
Mhm.
La libellule.
Good.
Les cerises.
Mhm.
Le lait.
Good, good, good.
Applaudissez.
Who wants to try to build a sentence with one of the words?
J'aime les flocons.
Okay, j'aime les flocons. Good. Mhm. Stephanie, I want to hear you.
J'adore.
Mhm.
J'adore le banane. Or
Mhm. Mhm.
I love banana.
Mhm. Good. Rafiat?
What did you say?
So if you can try to build a sentence with one of the words using a definite article.
Okay, give me a few minutes. I'm actually on the road.
Okay. So it's fine. So next time before starting, we will have a little, how do I say, exercise where I will try to assess if you really understood and if you did not forget what we did today.
Okay.
It will be about definite and indefinite article. If you want, I can share with you this PPT if you want to read it again.
Yes.
And try the exercises.
All right.
Can someone try to do a summary on what we learned today?
Okay, so today we talked about, firstly, we talked about the article a, an. So we talked about the masculine and feminine form of that article. So the masculine is on, and the feminine is in. And we try to use it with some words. So, and we learned that for profession or religion, we don't call out the article.
Yes.
Just like she is a lawyer, you just use the is without the a.
Exactly.
After which we talk about the definite article, the. So the masculine form of it is le, and the feminine form of it is la.
Okay.
Those are singular, and the plural form is less. And we try to use it in the sentence and call some words with it.
Okay. That's it. Thank you. I hope really you enjoyed today's lesson and you learn something.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry for like taking 15 minutes more. I didn't plan it to be so long. Next time I will do little more diapo to finish everything.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Merci à vous.
Okay.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Bye.